What is up guys, this is Shiro back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you a GCam that works on Android 16 ROMs. And I've already made a video on the Poco A5 for the GCam which actually works on Android 16 ROMs, because on most you will get a black screen, but here I have installed a specific GCam. I'll show you from where you can install it, and obviously I will try to show you each and every detail of it, so do stay tuned till the end of the video. And by the way, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because I do make from time to time these kind of awesome videos. Well, first things first, on Google you will search GCam mods. You will find this kind of link which says Google Camera Ports download, and this is the website that you are looking for. So make sure you just click on the first link that you will get, and from here I have just scrolled down. All the latest GCams will show up over here, and I have actually downloaded this MGC 9.4.103 version 7. But if you're downloading it, this is how the APK will actually look like, and you have to actually just click on install. Once you do that, you give all the permissions and everything, it will be installed. Obviously I'm just not installing it again because I have already installed it. Now let me just open the particular GCam, and this is how it looks like, by the way, the interface actually. And by the way, I am on this Evolution X Android 16 build on this Redmi K20 Pro. I'm running Android 16, and even with that I do have a GCam working properly fine, and all the viewfinder stuff, it's showing up, and it's not a black screen or anything. I haven't faced those kind of issues. This is a photo mode. There is also a video mode. Yes, also in video mode you can shoot up to full HD and 60 fps, and even I think 4K 60 fps will work. But yeah, as you can see, 4K 60 and stuff is actually working fine. And even in the video settings, if you just connect a Bluetooth headset or anything, it will show up that Bluetooth headset's mic over here. Okay, so hopefully you can see me right now, and this is how it looks like while shooting it with a 1080p 60 fps option with the Redmi K20 Pro and this GCam. And I hope you can actually hear the audio from this lav mic that I have connected it to the device in wired mode, and I have actually enabled the wired mic settings from the GCam's video settings, and this is how it looks like. I haven't changed the color temperature or anything. This is just a normal video. Obviously you can take a look at the focus and stuff, so that if you want to use it for YouTube videos or for any other task, you can totally do that even with a device that is 6-year-old like the Redmi K20 Pro. How mind-boggling is that? And just think about it. You can use this particular GCam with Android 16, and let me know down there in the comments what do you guys actually feel about this particular GCam. If you just tap on the middle of the screen, you will get a temperature control, including with the ISO or exposure kind of control, you can say. Right now I can start shooting, and everything, all the settings that I have done will be still staying same. And as you can see, this is a 2160 by 3840, so it's a 4K 60 fps video that I just shot. Yes, 4K 60 fps for a long time it may not work. Your device might just shut down, or the app might just close on itself, because it can get heated up a lot with 4K 60. But yeah, let's just switch to the photos. Let me just talk about the lenses here, and of course the 1x actually is working fine. If I just cover the main lens, as you can see, the whole screen is covered. Right now if I just switch to the 0.66 lens, this is the ultra wide angle lens, and if I right now cover it, yes, the screen is totally covered. So yes, all the lenses here are working fine, even the 2x. So this is the top part lens, and if I just try to cover it on top, as you can see, the whole screen turns black. And if I just remove my finger, so yeah, you just get the idea. All the lenses here is actually working fine. There is portrait mode and stuff. I have tried it. They are kind of working fine, I would say. There is night sight. Yes, night sight might be a little bit buggy. You can just go into the settings if you'd like to. It might get a little bit choppy kind of pictures. There is panorama mode, there is photosphere mode. I haven't tried all of these, but yeah, they should work. You can just switch to them. The digital zoom obviously works fine up to 10x. Photo mode, even for photos, if you just tap here, you can actually change the color temperature. You can control the exposure of the shot as well. If you want it to be a little bit darker, you can just click a picture like that, and let me show you the result. Yes, it takes a little bit of time because I have the HDR enabled, and this is how the picture quality looks like. I have that color temperature, that's why it looks like that. Is actually a 12 megapixel photo, so this is insane. But on Poco A5 I have tried this same GCam. It is giving a 4 megapixel kind of photo, and this GCam right now I think does not even have XML or anything, because this one doesn't support it. It's a newer kind of GCam. But here with this camera, I would say yes, the shutter speed and everything, it's totally working fine. Yes, while you click a picture, as you can see, it shows this kind of arrow. It means it's saving the picture, and once the picture is saved, you can just open the photo just like this. And even with the front camera, let me show you. Yeah, front camera too is working fine. It's a little bit like making the picture underexposed sometimes, but overall it's good. And there is portrait mode and stuff, they too are working fine. This is a GCam, so it will take a lot more detailed selfie if you're into that. And talking about the picture quality here are the samples that I have taken with this particular GCam. And I'm just surprised to see that without even any XML or anything, this GCam is working really well. Just look at the shots, pause it if you need it. Also in this GCam, there is this settings kind of icon. If you just click on that, it will get you into a full manual mode. It just looks insane to me, and it shows where it's focusing and stuff. And right now you're seeing this pink color, it shows peaking right here. If I just show you a different subject, it's peaking right here. So yeah, I think it is the focus kind of area where it's actually giving those colors. You can actually adjust it to the manual focus and everything, and you can totally do this focus adjustment, or you can just go into the shutter speed kind of mode. Also, there is this total full ISO control. If you're a pro user, you will love this focus, shutter speed and the ISO control. And if you just click on this specific button, you will actually get to see in the viewfinder where it's actually getting focused. You can see in the detail, and if you have used DSLR cameras, obviously you will be familiar with this kind of thing. So yeah, this is just too beautiful. And in the mode settings, let me show you. Yes, there is the configuration modes and stuff. You can change the pixel version over here. If you know what you are doing, you can change these stuff. We have the camera sounds, we have the social share, we have the device storage and stuff. From here, you can actually use the storage saver kind of things. And we have the auto night sight. I have disabled that. Video stabilization and even HEVC kind of video recording is there. You can change the default gallery from here, and there is developer settings. If you would like to tweak some developer stuff, you can do that with this camera. But I have to say at the end that this GCam is a little bit large. It's about 400 MB if you are downloading on mobile data or anything. And obviously in future, whenever a newer GCam comes and if it works very well, I will actually make a video like this. So do subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and hit the bell icon. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with your friends if you want them to know about the latest GCam that is working on Android 16 finally. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.